Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is great to be back. It is Motivation Monday, April 17th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Joining me today, we have music icons, Force MDs, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they're known for the hit singles such as Tender Love and also their hit single Love is a House. And I'm super excited to have them here joining me in the dollhouse, ladies and gentlemen. It is so great to be back. It is Motivation Monday, and I hope you guys all are doing awesome as I am today. And make sure you guys share the live so that you can let everyone know that we are back, Fashion Dolls. I'm back and I'm feeling amazing. It feels great to be back. So make sure you guys go and share the live. Head on over and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime so that you guys can make sure you check out some of the past shows as well as the shows that I'm going to be uploading currently right now. Okay? So without further ado, let me go ahead and send this live to the guys so that we can dive right into this interview, ladies and gentlemen. I see you all have jumped in. Welcome, welcome. Please share the live, comment, ask questions as we get into this interview today with music icons, Force MDs, ladies and gentlemen. So, mental health check. How are we doing today? How are we doing? I am doing amazing, and I hope you guys are doing awesome and amazing as I am. It feels great to be back. I feel relieved. I feel like the weight of the world is just off of my back. I feel great now that I took a break. So now we're going to get into our interview with our very special guest today, ladies and gentlemen. Force MDs. I see Khalil is here. Khalil, let me know if you are ready to join, and I will add you. Welcome, welcome to the dollhouse, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super honored and excited about today's interview and conversation. So, mental health check. Again, let me go back to that before I add my guest in. How am I doing? I am doing great. I had to take some breaks over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel refreshed and rejuvenated, and it feels amazing to be back. Mother's Day is coming up, which we'll talk about on tomorrow's show with our guest, Aaron, so make sure you guys tune in for that. All right? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's add music icon, 1/4 of the group, Force MDs. We have Khalil, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Join. If you're on your laptop, it's not going to let you join. Make sure you're on your phone. And it says you got to update to get the latest app. So if you're on a laptop, it's not going to let you join. So we're going to give Khalil a minute, as well as the other group members, to come in so that I can add the gentlemen all in. It's probably going to be split screen because it's 3 members. So you're going to probably see 4 boxes pop up, all right? So I need you guys to go and share the live, ladies and gentlemen, and let everybody know that we have music icons, Force MDs, joining me today in today's show. Now, we were supposed to have another interview at 4 also, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. We're going to reschedule Marquise to come back. But joining me tomorrow, we have actor Aaron Lloyd, and I'm super excited about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, I look a little different today. I think it's the hair color change. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and add our very special guest. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's not letting you join, Khalil. Go to Google Play Store and see if your app is updated, and then come back and it'll let you join. Because it's saying you have to update. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Yeah, you would need the latest version of Instagram. Yeah, you got to update to join. So we're going to give Khalil a minute, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to get this interview up and started. I hope you guys are all doing amazing and great today. I'm feeling great today. But we were just talking about mental health, and I said over the weekend, I took some breaks, and it's been refreshing to be back, to come back a whole new person, a whole new journey, and just a whole new outlook on life. I feel great and rejuvenated to be back because I took some breaks. If you guys have noticed, once I did that last interview, which was with JD Blaze, it was an amazing conversation. So if you guys have not seen that, please go and check that out as well. Thank you guys for texting me, checking on me, and making sure that I'm all right. I am fine. I just needed to take a break. Tech issues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another one of the members here. So let me see if I can add Zani in, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. So we are going to add 1/3 of Force MD's official Zami, and then we're going to get Khalil and Stevie in. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and Lord knows I need it. Welcome to the dollhouse.
How you doing?
It's a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing?
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm doing well. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Zami, and let me add Khalil. I think Khalil is back so that we can get this interview started, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay, I see the Force MDs pages here. Let me add Force MDs. Yep, you guys have to update to join. All right, let me see. I see Stevie is here. Let me add Stevie. And then we're going to get Khalil in. So it's going to be split screen. Welcome, welcome. How are
How you doing? What's up, Z?
I'm doing great. It is so great to be in you guys' presence. Like, you guys are music icons.
Hey.
So we're waiting on Khalil to try to get Khalil in here. He has to go update in order to join us. Because there's going to be 4 of us on the screen. There's going to be 4 of us on the screen.
Right.
Yo, I got Instagram.
So Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up, yeah?
While you guys are in here, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are just joining in, we are here with music icons, Force MDs, ladies and gentlemen. We are waiting on one more member, Khalil. Let me see if he is ready so that I can add him so that we can get this conversation started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you guys are ready to go back down in memory lane. The music, the hits, the catalogs. You guys have had so many albums, so many top #1 Billboard 100 hit singles. So where do I begin? Tender Love is one of my favorites. I know that is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites is, of course, Love is a House, which also was a Billboard Hot 100 hit single. So back to back to back to back to back. While we're waiting on Khalil, you guys formed in 1981 in Staten Island. So Steve, you are one of the original members, there to see it all from day one.
Yes.
What was that journey like forming this group? And did you guys have any idea that the success and so much more was going to come along throughout you guys' career?
Yeah. Yeah. We are into uh, 3 nephews, me, Khalil, my brother, my other brother, the uncle, Chesty Lee Dench, as fantastic initial stand run these things. Chesty.
It's kind of choppy.
Yeah, it's very happy.
Let me try my headphones.
And let me see if Khalil is in here, ladies and gentlemen, so that I can add him in. Mad love, Zami. Give us a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Stevie is getting his earbuds, and we are going to get this. Still trying to get on. You have to go update. Go to the Play Store and update, and then come back, and then I can add you to the live.
Okay, is that better, y'all?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Now you were saying?
Okay, yeah, we started out in Staten Island. 3 nephews and an uncle. Like it says, me, Khalil, and TCD are brothers, and the uncle is Jesse D. He's our mother's youngest brother. We started out, singing out in the projects, in front of the building, singing Jackson 5, mainly Jackson 5, but we did it a lot of other people too, but Jackson 5 was our favorite. We won just about every talent show out in Staten Island. And then we started, took our act to the Staten Island Ferry, where we became super popular, singing in front of all races and creed of people, because in the projects we mainly sing in front of African Americans and Latin Americans in the project. So the Staten Island Ferry was definitely us graduating to a bigger audience, and we started singing out in Times Square. So that was like our grind, getting into the business. And me myself, I met a friend out in Staten Island. He's like a second cousin. His name's Charles Mercury Nelson, and he got me into rapping. And so I was in two groups at one time, the LDs and the Force MCs with a DJ named Dr. Rock. And we made a name for ourselves, being from Staten Island, going uptown to Harlem World, the Bronx, and made a name for ourselves as one of the first, let's get this right, the first rap group to come out of Staten Island. I know Wu-Tang and all of that, but we were the first actually, came out in 82, 83. Came out of Staten Island. Only ones up all in the Cold Crush, Fantastic Five, the Furious Five. We were the only guys from Staten Island doing that at the time. So we broke the barriers in the rap, and then in the R&B. When we get back to the LD, singing on the Staten Island Ferry, making a name for ourselves, and we actually got discovered by a gentleman named Mr. Magic, who was in a rap attack. He discovered us singing on Staten Island Ferry. I can go from there, but you can ask me questions. That's just like the bridge of how it all happened.
Now, what's crazy is that Force MDs was formed in 1981. Fast forward to 1989, you guys both kind of came out in the same era of that new jack swing music. En Vogue was formed in 1989, for those who do not know. So you guys both came out close in that same period of music.
Yeah, we actually
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So we actually came out, made our first record recording in 1984. That was Let Me Love You. That was one of the records that bridged the gap of R&B and hip hop. So we was definitely one of the architects of the R&B and hip hop sound. We came out before Guy came out with, us and New Edition pretty much came out at the same time. Because New Edition had a little hip hop in their thing too, but we came out a little more harder with the hip hop, when it came to that. But we definitely known for one of the architects of the R&B hip hop sound. And Let Me Love You definitely set that whole trend that came out. Forgive Me Girl, and Itching for a Scratch. So people knew us as that hip hop sound. But then we started leaning towards the ballads, and that's what really just propelled us in a whole other stratosphere. We came up with the ballads like Tears, Here I Go Again, Tender Love. A lot of ballads came after that. That was definitely one of the. So Tony, that's definitely one of the things that really set us off, the ballads. But we definitely are a hip hop group that got R&B. We're R&B group with deep hip hop roots to us. So that's why people see. We called our style in the beginning doo-wop hip hop. Before the name R&B hip hop came out, our style was doo-wop hip hop.
Now, Stevie, you've mentioned Tender Love. Those of you do not know, this hit single was penned by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Of course, their work because they did Janet Jackson's Control. And this hit single was featured on Crush Groove soundtrack. Did you guys have any idea, recording this in the studio, that it was going to be such a hit currently into the present now?
We had no idea. It was crazy because we were supposed to be in the movie Crush Groove, but they chose New Edition to go in there at the last minute. I don't blame them. New Edition was a bigger group than we were, but since they said we couldn't get into the movie, they said, "Hey, would you guys like to be on the soundtrack?" Now, this is history right here. People didn't know that Tender Love was originally supposed to go to New Edition at first, but the contractual problems they had, with their label, they said, "Hey, since New Edition can't do it, let's give it to the Force MDs." Our president of Tommy Boy Records at the time begged them, "Let the Force MDs do it. I'm telling you, they can do it." So the record ended up falling in our lap, and we flew to Minneapolis. It took us 2.5 hours to record that song in the studio. They told us how to do it. We just put the Force MD flavor on it. And they predicted to us before it came out, this is going to be a huge hit. one of the guys in the group was like, nah, man. Like my Uncle Jesse, rest in peace. He said, nah, man, it needs drums. This song needs drums. And Jam and Lewis kept saying to them, nah. It's good without the drums. Trust me, it'll be a big hit without the drums. And they was right. It became a huge hit without the drums. And it became Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's first. It became their first crossover top 10 pop hit. They had songs with SOS previous to that, but it never crossed over to pop. But Tender Love was Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam's first top 10 pop hit. Before Janet, for Alexander O'Neal, Sherelle, everybody, Tender Love was the first on their list as a first 10 top crossover pop hit. Just to give you history.
Ladies and gentlemen, Khalil is here.
He's back. Khalil.
Yeah.
Welcome. The show just started. I'm here. The show just got started. Log in, everybody. Stop what you're doing. We're here. We're here.
Yes, indeed.
The energy.
It is great to have you here. Welcome to the Dollhouse, Khalil. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
I was just talking to Stevie. We were talking about you guys' music legacy, and we were talking about your single, Tender Love, which peaked number 10 at the Billboard Hot 100. What was it like at this time having this hit single be on the Crush Groove soundtrack and have all the success along with this hit single with this iconic cult classic film?
First of all, we never did so many interviews on white radio in our life because it crossed over pop. He's like, wow, he was at all the big stations all over the country. That was very exciting. And it just, when you make a top 10 pop record, so many more doors open for you than just making a top 10 R&B record, because it's a big mass audience. You're now reaching another huge mass audience that recognizes your song, and it becoming a classic was a great thing because, we be in elevators, supermarkets hearing a record like, yo, that's us. I be at the supermarket sometimes here playing this. Nah, they ain't gonna believe me. Maybe I might get some free food, maybe if I tell them, but I don't tell them. I just, we go there. It's just always a pleasure just hearing it everywhere. And it still sounds to this day in 2023 like it's a brand new record. And the younger generations really adapt to it. It's great. It's timeless.
And speaking of timeless hit singles, you guys had another timeless hit single, Itching for a Scratching, which is another one of my favorites from the hit Rapping.
Yeah.
And Love Is a House, which is also your first R&B #1 hit. Now it crossed over to the Black Billboard music chart.
Yes.
And it's amazing. It's iconic. I heard the song playing in a commercial, so it's a classic that everybody and it's everything. So it's like hit after hit after hit after hit after hit.
Yeah. Actually,
go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say this real quick. Our actual first top 10 hit was Tears. That was the first one that came out. That was our first ballad we ever made. That became a top 10 hit. So people we know, everybody, we all love Tender Love, Love Is a House, but Tears was the first top 10 hit that really hit people like, yo, these guys can really sing, man. And we can follow that with, Here I Go Again. Tender Love, Couldn't Care Less. A lot of beautiful ballads that we made that are timeless to this day, that are still timeless hits. And we thank the people for requesting on the radio and loving it. I'm gonna let them talk. I don't want to do all the talk. Let them talk.
You is the day was you already?
For me?
Yes.
Yes. Donnie, you are one of the newest faces to the group. So tell us what is it like.
His name is Zaim. That's what you say. His name is Zaim. Yeah, Zaim. Yeah.
What he said?
I kept pronouncing it.
He calls you Zara. But go on, Zaim. I'm just playing. Zaim.
Zaim, you are one of the fresh new faces to the group. What is it like to be a part of the musical trilogy and legacy along with Stevie and Khalil?
His uncle.
They're uncles. They're uncles. He's our nephew.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, it's natural because being around them when I was a kid. They used to force us to do down shows in the living room. That prepared all of us. The family thing. Being
It's breaking up, right? A little bit, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Something. I hear a sound, but
Somebody got some wind, but yeah, it's amazing, man. I'm learning a lot. I'm enjoying the experience, and I'm hoping to continue to carry the legacy and create, uh, create myself and bring their history into today's generation. Um, just keep moving, man. I'm learning a lot. I'm enjoying the experience and the journey.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all was able to hear me?
You break it up a little bit. Maybe you put some headphones on.
Could you hear me? He pretty much said he's excited to be along.
You breaking up too?
Yeah, you breaking up too.
We all messed up.
I don't think I'm the only one not breaking
Yes,
up right now.
Steve,
Yeah,
you the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
You got a good one
All
right
right.
there.
Can you guys hear me now? Is that
Yes.
better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it must have been you. Uh-oh. We got a guilty
Uh-oh.
person here.
I had the fan on. Please forgive me, you guys. I'm trying not to melt over here. I'm trying to kill me.
Oh,
So,
that's what it is. Okay.
yes. But you were saying being a part of the legacy along with your uncles is everything because it's a whole new generation that is now listening to Force MD and
Yeah.
picking up music
And
along with.
it's just preparing me too. It's preparing me for my journey, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from the OG. So,
Yeah.
Now, my next question for you guys, all of you gentlemen, is what is one of your favorite hit singles to perform?
Khalil, you go first.
The favorite singles. I have to say, my love is the house.
love is out.
You, you know why? Because when you get together in one space and everybody able to have fun, like I said, light on go, and when you got love in the house, it just feel like it's a magic moment right there. And it's like, and the words to that song pretty much just it, it creates a timeless magic moment. Everybody just like look for the light if you're lost in the night.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, oh, feel good.
Yeah.
Feel
Is Khalil breaking up or
was I
Yeah,
is this
breaking?
me?
yeah.
See, Khalil's breaking up?
He was for a minute.
Yeah.
Love is the house is mine.
Yeah. Mine's is I gotta say itching for a scratch. I'm saying because it's an action-packed song and we get to do all the characters, James Brown, Michael Jackson. That shows the versatility of the Force MDs out of any of our songs. That shows us. It shows people that it's all rapping, singing, impersonations of some of our favorite artists. We do all in one record. That's like one of my favorite videos. Like videos, I gotta say. But me performing that and I gotta say probably Tears.
I was gonna say Tears. I
Mm,
think Tears is one of my favorites because it feels like I'm talking to the crowd as I'm singing, and it also feels like my uncle TC is like right there, like yo, talk to him, just talk to him. And you got Khalil hyping it up, and Steve, that song right there, and everybody's feeling it. They're in the zone. It's just really speaking to the heart of everybody in the crowd, and they singing along with it. I mean, they sing all the songs, but it's just something about Tears that touches the heart. So I really like that record performance. Other than that, Love is a House is another one because we get to go in the crowd and enjoy everybody
Yeah.
and get close to everybody and just get everybody's participation, you know.
yes. R.I.P. to TC
Yes.
and Jesse.
Yes. And
You
Trisco at
guys,
Mercury. Trisco
yes.
at Mercury.
Yes, yes.
Dr. Rock.
Now you guys, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying Dr. Rock and K1. Those like from Force MCs, but TC, Trisco, Jesse, and Mercury. The ones that we just lost recently, Force MDs, and
We still moving.
we still
Keeping it
moving
like
right here. Just the legacy alive right here. Still family, keeping the legacy alive.
Absolutely. And that was going to be my next question for you guys. What motivates you all to keep the legacy going? Because there's other bands and groups that have lost members, like TLC, they lost Left Eye,
Yeah,
High Five lost Tony Thompson. So it
yeah.
goes on. What is it like, and what motivates you guys to keep your legacy going?
They all wanted us to. It's like that, that thing was my brother. Like there were moments when they was going through, some always their last words. Like y'all just got to keep it going. They kind of
Yeah,
made sure they know that I had just keep it going. It's magic. Music,
yeah,
like, music is magic. Music, nice people you channel emotion, connecting with people. That backgrounds or the soundtracks of people's lives and people's live as well as not just on the radio.
right. Yeah, yeah. It's true because they definitely wouldn't want us to stop because we had a big following. And we just wanted to just keep it going, and we're blessed that we can still sing and keep the sound out there and just continue what they wanted us to continue. They got families. Everybody got families, and they definitely want families to continue what we're doing too. Also, you know.
Now, my next question for you, gentlemen, is if you guys could go and open a show for any artist, who would be your dream show to open for?
Mm.
Let Steve answer that.
Oh man. Well, we open for a lot of people. I gotta say maybe New Edition.
Oh,
New Edition would be good. We toured with them a couple of times, but they're great. They're one of the best to do it. So, if you ain't in front of the best to do it, that means you ain't doing it. So they bring the best out of anybody to perform on a ticket with them. So that'll be definitely a great move. It used to be 5-on-5, and now it'll be 5-6 against 3. Not against, but six members. Singing with three members of us. So we still hold it down, and that'll be definitely a good addition to whatever they do. We would definitely bring a good addition to whatever they do because we definitely came out at the same time and we got a similar sound at times. Amaya, sorry, that's my granddaughter. I was just making sure she didn't walk it off.
Y'all know we can
Hey,
raw and human.
Listen,
yes.
Jay-Z, I would like to battle him in front of everybody.
and everybody's saying y'all can hold it down. You guys definitely have, because I mean, like I said, as I mentioned, there have been groups that have lost members and they're still keeping the legacy going and alive and flourishing. Now, here's another fact about you guys that I didn't know. In the 2009 interview, our former president, President Obama, highlighted that you guys are one of his artists in his iPod. How did that make you guys feel knowing that President Obama is listening to you guys' music?
Yeah, that they first heard that.
That's a blessing right there. Big blessing right there.
You know what? No, but I think when Michelle was going to Princeton, I think probably got introduced about music. She kind of cool Obama. Obama had to jump on board with Michelle. You know what I'm trying to say? Michelle,
if
Michelle's
the ladies like
just
it, the men go.
like the force of these two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the ladies like it, the man's gonna like it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That was a blessing, man. Just to hear him just mention our name, that was a big blessing. God knows you made it. If he know about your music and announce your name on live TV,
Hey,
that was big.
the recent president Joe Biden just sent us something too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He said if Obama like it, I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
So another question for you guys is longevity, because we've seen so many musical groups out here from, as you guys mentioned, New Edition, High Five, TLC. It's so many to name a few. What is the key to staying long in this business, longevity, because you guys have surpassed the end of time and you're still here. You're still keeping the legacy going.
Well,
It's you going, Hello? Who's going?
I'll
Yeah, yeah.
follow
You,
up.
you break it up a little. Son, you break it up a little bit. Is it me, Carlo? Zion?
Now, Khalil,
It's only, yeah,
break.
Carlo. You break it up. You break it up a little bit. You talk.
Yes, you go ahead.
Okay, keeping us longevity is definitely it's the fans do it. The fans do it for us. The fans keep us wanting to go longevity because when you know that they still love our music, we just try to stay in longevity to give them what they want. And plus, it's the hunger and the love that we have for it. We still love to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like playing basketball or sport. You gotta love to do it. We love to do it, so that makes it easier for us to stay longevity and just knowing that uh, every time you sing a song to people, it takes them back to a place they was years ago, and it touches their heart. And we just like the fact that we touched a lot of people, and we're gonna keep continuing the music, even new music. We're gonna keep it going because we know all our members that passed would want us to do this. So that's why I'm going to, you're going to stay longevity. We appreciate all the people to 2023 that still ride with us,
Mm-hmm.
that knows that we did something right.
And to add on to that, just having a true team, a motivated team that keeps us on our, keep us on our key. And even though we stay on point, but just having that support around us, it just gives you that motivation all the time. So shout out to our team that everybody's holding down and doing what they do to keep us busy too. Okay.
Amazing. And that legacy is still on with the new generation that is listening to you guys' music and picking up. Because I know for me, I have Force MDs in my collection. I have New Edition,
Yes,
Bell DeVoe, High
yes,
Five,
yes, indeed.
Time, Voice to Men. It's so many. Now, if you guys were to go on an all boy band tour, this would not dream. I would like to see Force MD, maybe High Five, New Edition, all of the boy
Troop,
bands
troop,
get together
troop,
in
riff.
Hollywood.
Yes,
Now, if Escape can do it with SWV because they have done it in the past, you guys can headline. So that's what I would like to see. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah,
hey,
Who do you think should headline that though? Ah,
no. If it comes to that, we. It depends on who's playing with. But I'm saying
I'll play.
we would love to perform with a lot of those groups and make a big tour out of it. Like Escape and SWV. I don't know if they're doing it now. I know they tried, but they did. They are two of the biggest female groups out there doing their thing, and we definitely would love to do that because all it does is bring people think R&B died. So we just that is us being the saviors to keep bringing R&B back. That's why I appreciate the tour that New Edition is on right now with them, Guy, Keith Sweat, Tank, keeping R&B alive. And we just want to be one of the people on those tours that keeping that same sound alive, and because we love R&B and we want to keep it going. We want to be one of the people that contribute to it. So, like I said, you named a lot of the groups: Troop,
yeah,
Edition, Guy. We would love that'd be great. People would love that's must see TV right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
yeah.
Yes, it is summer, so it's going to be a lot of music festivals
Yes.
and things going. I can
Yes.
already see some questions from the comments, and I'm going to get to you guys' questions. All right, let me take some questions from the audience. Fashion Dolls, I see you guys are just coming in. Shout outs to Marcus Head, who is the creator of the Good Head podcast. He wants to know, is there any new music coming up?
Yeah, we got new music. You can go on Spotify. We got music up there. We in the studio making new music, and we got a lot of other things that we're doing as well. We're on two two radio stations, one in Buffalo, one in Atlanta, and we got a podcast that we've been doing for like 5 years. So we always staying engaged. We're always doing stuff, and then at the end of the day, like I said, we just would love to come to a city near you with our new music. Just go to our website and you can see everything that we're
Okay.
doing.
And just to piggyback what he's saying, the radio station we do have is called Force MDs featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh. Y'all definitely look for that. We do the new music he is speaking about. We have a song called "Make You Happy." That's still like one of our new songs, "Make You Happy." "Fly with You."
Don't rush.
Don't Rush. Zaim has a album out called Butter Smooth that has a lot of beautiful remakes that legendary rapper Ice-T suggested him to do. It's a beautiful CD. I advise you guys to check it out. It's called Butter Smooth from Zion and Dream.
Thank you.
And we ain't stopping, man. We still coming out with good music. You know, you hear it. We got another song called Don't Rush. Just while I'm saying them, look them up and you see we still got it. We still got a great sound, and we just gonna continue. You know, bless the people what they want.
Turn right
And
onto Tully Road North.
you guys have a documentary out as well too, the Force MDs Relive, which
Whoa.
talks about you guys'
Yeah.
legacy in the music business and longevity. It's so crazy. You guys also have a documentary. TLC has their documentary, which will be coming out in June, talking about their life, what's it like being in the group, and Left Eye's legacy, because guys have similarities, believe it or not, with losing a member and having to keep that legacy on and fill those. Definitely.
Yeah.
We did a song. If you've never seen our unsung, Force MDs did a Force MDs unsung. We got very, very great reviews. And like I said, the documentary Force MDs Relive. The unsung is short, but the documentary is like 90 minutes. When I talk about go water with the scuba diver suits, they go underwater. You know? Yeah.
So make you cry. Might make you cry.
Yeah.
Documentary? Yes, unsung. Yes. If you want to know more about some of your favorite artists unsung on TV One, perfect television show and platform to check out. So I'm going to go through individually from Zayn, Khalil, and Stevie. We're going to do something called the Rapid Five. And you gentlemen have to tell me 5 things that you each can't live without. And then we're going to do something called Turn the Tables. And this is where my guests get to ask me questions. It can be fashion, beauty, or music related. All right? So starting down the line, you gentlemen have to tell me 5 things, sort of like the rapid fire. You guys have to tell me 5 things you can't live without.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you go first.
Food.
Okay.
Food.
Good, Zane.
Food.
I said food, G. You don't bite off me.
I love food.
Look, you gotta listen. You gotta put your own uniform on. I said food. That was something else.
Music.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Steve.
Women.
Okay.
Look, money.
Family.
Hey, that was good. That was 5, right?
Shows.
Performing. That's 5, right?
And clothes.
All right.
Can't walk around here butt ass nigga. Yeah.
There we go. And the audience has chimed in too. They said money, family, women, God all the time. God always in every first in everything you do.
God is
all right.
That's 100% correct.
Always. All right, fashion dolls. That is the rapid 5. We're going to turn the tables and then we're going to take some questions from the audience. All right. Mm-hmm. So this is where my guests get to ask me questions. And this is sort of like the way of me cutting the velvet rope so that my guests can get to know who Miss Stevie is. All right, fashion dolls. So I'm going to let the gentleman take over and ask me some questions.
Oh, we asking you questions?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, don't you mess it up. You should never gave me the mic. God damn it. No, where you from?
South Carolina. I'm a South Carolina girl, but it's funny because my father's from New York.
Yeah.
Part of New York.
Brooklyn, and I have family in Brownsboro. Is it Brownsville? I have family in Brownsville.
That's another part of Brooklyn. That's another section.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is anybody gonna ask a question, or I gotta ask all the questions?
Now, Uncle Steve, you go.
Get Z, ask the question.
What is your favorite dish?
Oh, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I cheat a little bit because as you guys can tell from what I'm wearing today, I always try to keep in shape. I would have to say pizza. and I know it's bad for you. Listen,
Like it's
but listen, I love pepperoni pizza. That is my weakness.
oh snap.
You got something, Steve?
Okay. What is what is your favorite restaurant? That's all I can
My
come up
favorite,
with.
ooh, my favorite restaurant. My favorite restaurant to eat at. We have one down here called the Cookout. Again, I know it's not good for you, but I love getting my burger there, and I love their
I
shakes.
know
Now, my
about
cousin does with the shakes, and she'll take them and she will literally warm them in the microwave because it's like frozen ice cream. You can't really drink it through the straw. It's so thick. So I'd have to say Cookout.
All right,
Oh, okay, that's a good.
what's your favorite fashion? Who's your favorite fashion designer?
Ooh. And I think everyone should know this. Terry Mugler. I
Whoa.
love Terry Mugler. It's something about the way he creates his designs in detail, the structure, everything. He finds the most inanimate things from insects to outer space and he brings them to life. Watching them come down the runway is just amazing.
I
Mm,
got one. I got one.
what? Go for it.
All right. First of all, are you married?
Single.
Hmm.
All right. What's your favorite for Sam? And the song is who is your favorite R&B singer? Oh my God. And we got some questions for you guys in the comments as well too. They're coming in so fast. Oh, my favorite Force MD's song, "Love Is a House."
I keep telling y'all, stop playing. I already told y'all Love is the House of the One. Y'all ain't
Uh,
listening. Listen to listen to me.
I was gonna say if a dinner with Jay-Z or take the money.
That was your question. That was your other question because you got as many questions as you want.
Would you rather take the money or take the dinner?
I would say take the money. I definitely would. I
Ooh.
wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Steve.
What's what what's the type of guy you're interested in?
The type of guy that I'm interested in. I love a man who has a great sense of humor, a great personality, um, a guy who's adventurous. I'm a Scorpio, so I like to live on the whim. I love to go out and be adventurous and do things hands-on. Like for example, um, go-kart riding, things like that. Something fun where it's just like we get involved, hands-on. So that's the type of man that I look for.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You ready?
Go ahead.
If you had to and give advice to kids in troubled communities about mental health, what would the first thing you tell them? First three things you tell them they need to do.
Oh, because we talk about this on my platform all the time. If you guys watch, I say talk about it. For us in the Black community, we have to normalize and prioritize mental health. We're so quick to sweep it up under the rug. I would say get help, talk to someone, because listen, God put therapists here for a reason. We say faith without work is dead, but God put therapists here for a reason. We have to erase and break that stigma of going out and talking to people about what's going on with us in our lives. We would just rather sweep it up under the rug, and we've been taught that for so long, and that is something that we have to unlearn. So I would have to say normalize mental health. Talk about it. Communication helps. There are people out here and resources out here that can help you. And I indulge in a lot of self-care, as you guys can see. I always make sure that I'm on point with everything I'm doing, whether it's hair, makeup, and I come back feeling rejuvenated. So that's why I started off before introducing the interview with Khalil was the first one here, and I was trying to get him on. And I did a mental health check because I have not done any shows. I've only did one show last week. And that was with J.D. Blades, who's an actor, and he's all the way in Nigeria. And that was the last interview that I did. And after that, I took my break. I said, okay, this is time for me to regroup, re-strategize, and rejuvenate. So make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself. Self-care is definitely a must.
I can tell by the skin. I can tell by the skin. I got a good one. I got a good one. What is your 5 keys to life?
My 5 keys to life. Uh, I would have to say, put God first in everything that you do. I'm a firm believer of Christ. You put God first in everything that you do. Number 2, stay hydrated. Don't sweat the small stuff. Whatever it is that you can't fix or can't perfect, because we all spend our lives trying to perfect something or be perfect at it at least, where it stresses us out. So I would have to say stay hydrated, drink lots of water. Number 3, another one is make sure that you are consuming time for yourself. We give so much of ourselves to the world that we are not taking care of ourselves within. So make sure that you are giving time to yourself as well too. That is number 3. Number 4, I would have to say spend time with friends and family. Being in this business, we are always on the road. We're always on the go. We're touring. We're doing all of these things. We're away from our family and friends, and we're not communicating with them. So someone said it best in the comments. Communication is key. Make sure that you guys are staying in touch with your friends and family. And number five is enjoy. Enjoy everything about your life. Enjoy the highs, even the lows, because it's not going to be easy. So those are my key 5 steps to having a successful life.
Killed that. Like
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I got one more question.
Trying to beat my questions, man.
No. I'm just saying. I got a question. It just, when you got to let it out. You own on earth to talk to God on a hotline. What would be the first thing that you tell on this planet? Yeah. Damn, that was a question. That was a good damn question. You heard the question?
It was a little choppy,
Yeah,
but I think we get it.
Yeah, it was
You
choppy.
heard the question?
Yes, you asked me if I was the last person on earth and I had to make a call to God on a hotline. What?
Not the last person on earth.
What was you saying?
If you're not the last person on earth, if you was the only one on had a hotline to God, what would you tell him he need to fix on the planet?
Ooh.
Damn, that was I the smoke coming in. That shit was too hard. That was a bad.
What would I tell him that we would need to fix? The poverty in this country, because there are so many people with the way the climate is right now. I would have to say, God, fix the poverty. My mom and me had a conversation just the other day, and we talked about it, and we were saying there's so much going on in the world. If we could fix anything, or if God could fix anything, I would have to say poverty, because there are so many people out here suffering, and it's like they don't know whether they're going or whether they're, and inflation is going up. So I'm pretty sure a lot of the audience, a lot of you guys at home can relate to that, with gas prices out of this world skyrocketing. And that is one issue that is key to me. So I would have to say fixing that.
You know what I thought you was going to say? Destroy all like nuclear weapons, stuff that could destroy the whole planet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That too. If I had that, yeah.
I want to close it out with my questions. The last question. If you was on a deserted island by yourself, you had all the food you could eat, you had a radio that you could get, you could plug in, you got a little electricity, you had a CD player. What are the 5 CDs that you would have on that deserted album by yourself?
That's a good one.
What are the top 5 CDs that I would take with me on this island?
Yes.
Okay, so number 1 would definitely have to be Sade Love to Lose. Number 2, which is like the soundtrack to my life, I would have to say Mary J. Blige, the My Life album. That
let me
album,
let me for 1 second. don't say force MD. This thing might just cut off on us. Accident.
Oh my
Now, what's the other one?
goodness.
Number 3.
Yes, number 3. I would say New Edition's Home Again. I love that album.
Yeah, that's a good album. Real good album.
Number 4.
Be carefully about number 4. Yeah.
Oh, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Hey, all right. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah.
Nice.
And last but certainly not least,
number 5 could cause a lot of problems right now. I want you to take your time and think.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. God in this one too. Good God. Bring God in this one.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Mm.
I would say Janet Jackson's Control. Someone just put it in the comments. Yeah.
Ooh.
You know it would have been a, but no, you spoke your truth. I thought you were a gospel.
I thought the same thing. I thought you was gonna say that. So I got.
Shocking to get a Michael Jackson.
I'm surprised you didn't say Michael Jackson either.
Prince.
You know what? I love Michael, and I'm looking at my door right now. I have the Thriller poster literally right there. So that could have been one, but I went in the complete opposite direction. I went with Janet's Control. That album there's something about those top 5 albums that solidified each artist in their career. But
I really thought she was gonna say Make It Last Forever, Keith Sweat. But I hear you though.
Oh, I like that one too.
That was a good one.
That was a good album.
Well, that was me literally in the hot seat with music icons, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. So do you guys have any questions in the comments for the gentlemen? I see you guys are all coming in. Welcome. You're just joining. Marcus says Luther, Stevie Wonder, Sade, New Edition, and Janet Jackson Control.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was good. That was some good ones. That was good. That was definitely good.
Nice.
This has been an amazing conversation and great interview. I'm again honored to be in you guys' presence. It's everything. I enjoyed this conversation, and I hope you guys did too. So I know I can't keep you gentlemen here. So are there any upcoming projects or performances coming up?
Yeah, matter of fact, we're going to be on the Tom Joyner cruise May 20th.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we're going to be in Dallas, North Carolina next week. And we're going to be on another cruise right after the Tom Joyner cruise. What's the name?
Solar Sea.
We may be the Solar Sea, yeah, Houston, Texas. And like I said, don't forget, we got radio stations that we're on. Buffalo is called WUFO in Buffalo. Power 96.5 in Atlanta. That's Friday, Buffalo, and Saturday in Atlanta. It's a Force MD show with Dr. Beverly Pooh. And again, my nephew Zaim, he has a project, it's the Butterspoon Project, and he got a whole new EPK project that's about to drop as well.
Yes. Shout out to all y'all. Please continue to support. Shout out to the family. Shout out to I gotta say shout out to Ice-T, Mick Benzo for looking at and putting me in a nice position on a solo aspect. And shout out to my uncles, make sure they groom me and prepare me for everything that's happening. And shout out to the squad. I see my mom's.
And I gotta say this too. Shout out to Staten Island where we have our street sign. They named a street after us in Staten Island. That was really big for us. It's called the Force MD's Way, out in our hometown, in our town, Manus Harbor. Yeah. So all of our people out of Manus Harbor and Staten Island, because Wu-Tang has a street called Wu-Tang District out there. So we both, us and Wu-Tang both have street names after us in our borough, Staten Island, borough of Staten Island. So that's always going to be big to us.
Word.
Definitely. Never forget where you came from, and you guys always know it. So, Zaim, I absolutely love your cover to Teddy Pendergrass's. Oh my God, that right there is one of my favorites. And I listen to it on repeat. So that is one of my favorites.
Thank you.
That-
That's a hard one too. Teddy P. I'm surprised you chose that one.
mm.
Oh,
So, any advice that you would like to give to your supporters? And because they're rocking with you guys 10 toes down, you guys know that I am a big fan of all of you guys' music. So, any
and would
advice
you say
that
in our
you would
top
give to
five?
them?
We understand that. We just say top. She's a big fan of us. We just say it in our top five.
You told me not to put you guys. I absolutely was going to put you guys' album down in my top five.
So,
Well, the advice we're going to give people is, if you want to get into the music, know your business. Business first, and then the show is later. So at the business, surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people who know about music and know about the business. Because sometimes you be around negative people that gives you negative energy around your circle. You don't need that. Just be around positive people that you trust, and you should be just fine in this game.
Don't do it because you don't do it for the. And thank you for everybody who came to the show the other day and appreciate
Yes,
you.
indeed. Carlo, did you say something? Because you breaking up. I don't know if you said something.
I didn't say that. I was just going to say, pertaining to what she just said. I said, just hone in on your craft, master what you're doing, surround yourself with the right people, and put a plan together and execute your plan. And just and build. Nothing happens overnight. This business is about building an audience. Everybody's everywhere building audiences right now. You mean like from a podcast, from music, everything. It's about building an audience. Your audience, direct fans, your direct customers. These are the people that's going to grow and know you the best. And like I said, that's what you do. You may sometimes have to invest and expand in yourself by investing outside of your own network. Because sometimes you may be limited to your network. You got to invest outside your network. So other people that got similar, issues, similar like tastes and flavor or swag you got, they know who you are. So it's about building your brand and building who you are. And anybody, you just got to want to do it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Teresa.
Yes,
Teresa.
yeah.
Teresa, yeah.
So, my older viewers too. Don't be scared to tap into where the everything is going right now with technology and everything. Be afraid to tap into that because I know everybody's stuck in their ways at some point. But
dinosaurs, dinosaurs out here.
You can't be afraid to change it up and learn something new that can definitely benefit you for later on. So that's another one.
And I tell people all this all the time: live life through fight, live life through passion. If this is something that you're passionate about doing, go for it. If you want to do music, go for it. If you want to be a producer or director, go for it. There's people out here who can train you and teach you if you're interested in getting into this business. That will be willing to work with you.
Facts.
Definitely. Master the craft.
Yes, indeed.
If this is something you're passionate about doing, go for it. Definitely.
I want to say thank you, Miss Stevie, for chapping in with us and giving us a opportunity to rock with you on your platform. We appreciate you, and we look forward to the future. We love what you're doing. Keep it up.
And we would love to interview you on our platforms as well. Like I said, we've been doing it for a while. We got we can talk. We'll talk to Tyressa about that. We got the Foursome D show with Dr. Pebbly Pooh that's on 2 stations. We got more stations that's about, and we got our podcast that we've been doing for and like I said, we got a platform, a Uni platform. We got even a music marketing platform, KL Promotion and Marketing. So we're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know, but that's what keeps us relevant in what we're doing because we're passionate about. Even if you don't see us, we're passionate about helping other people.
Yeah. And let me give one more rest in peace to the Foursome D's members that we lost. So everybody can remember them. Rest in peace to my brother TC, Uncle Jesse, second cousin Mercury, Mr. Trisco J. Pearson, and for the Foursome C's, DJ Dr. Rock, and our cousin Lord K1, man. That's our
Hey,
whole Force family right there.
we forget he's related to us too. Every night he filled in with us. Our cousin Nate Sherman, man.
Yeah, Nate Sherman.
Yeah, Nate.
Hey,
Shout, shout out to Sean Waters,
Sherman.
Damon Hayward, these guys, Yeah, man. Shout out to all of them.
And everybody, whoever's listening to the show, if you owe me money today, I'm gonna let it slide because we're on a show, right?
Yeah. Stevie is talking to another Stevie, so that makes the show better.
Yeah.
hey, don't forget to tune into my new show. I'm gonna be stripping and cooking. So that's it.
Nigga, please. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, thank you, John. This was amazing, and I had such a great time with all three of you. It was amazing.
Thank you,
I
too.
definitely
Thanks
would
for having
love
us.
definitely.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody in the comments.
Yes. Hey, everybody.
Welcome, gentlemen. Joining me tomorrow, we have actor Aaron Lloyd. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 4 on Style by Stevie. I love you all, and make sure you guys are out here staying safe. Take care.
Bye-bye.